Hello and welcome back to our playthrough. My playthrough, by the way, my name is Sir Edwin, and today I am going to defeat uh, the King Slime as well as the Eye of Cthulhu or Tulu or whatever you wanna call it. But last time I did some off-camera mining session as well as uh, getting the some tools that I will need in order to defeat both. So the idea is I will defeat the King Slime and Eye of Cthulhu. So I made a two summoning item for the King Slime. The idea is to get the slime saddle, which will be a good way of killing the Eye of Cthulhu without doing anything but setting up a contraptions. It involves two dummies as well as some blocks, and in this video you will see that. And by the way, I find it useful to use the scythe as a melee weapon because it is auto swing, unlike any other weapons, melee weapons, which is very hard to use. And apparently in this version of Terraria, which is the new 1.3.0.7.1, there is a few items that is auto swing, especially the melee weapon, as well as the well, not all of the bows are auto shot, especially the late game or the end game items, but the early game are not auto shot, so it is very hard to use in the boss fight. So in the future, I was hoping that those items, the early game items, should be auto swing because it is very hard to get those to be used in a fight, in an actual boss fights. So here I am setting up the cheesiest way of battling the King Slime, and as you can see, it involves rope as well. I think it is about 50 or maybe 45 long. What do you call this? The rope, and oh, oh, that happens. And you have to toggle the auto target as well as the well, you have to spam a lot of flaming arrows into it, but if it is available, the frostburn arrows that will speed up the process of killing the King Slime. And as you can see in here, I have a tungsten bow, so I will set that out of fire, summon the King Slime, and I will basically climb the rope and kill it just like that. And yes, it is pretty easy, but it will take a lot of time since we don't have an overpowered weapon. So as you can see, I was just spamming the attack button from the left cursor, then auto target, and it is a little bit tiring because I'm not used to using weak weapons like this, and I'm very lazy to do that. I am still not used to using the UI because it is a little bit hard to get used to. So the idea behind the slime saddle and the dummies immortality contraptions is that, or invincibility contraption, is that it is first used by Ningishu Terraria, the queen of Terraria, because as you know, he made or she made two speedrun videos, The last one is she used this contraption. So link in the description, or maybe you can search it up on Facebook. I think it is 45 minutes long. I speed it up so it will be a convenient one to find. So enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys on the other side. So here's now our first treasure bag, and let's see. Wow, wow, that is just one try for the slimy saddle, and we have it already. We can change our hooks into the slime hook, and then we can probably sell that. The royal gel, I think, is useful because slimes won't attack you, um, just like that. Okay, now let us start the construction for the contraptions that I have mentioned. And as you can see, we have to build up a platform above the ground. Not necessarily above the ground, but it is advisable in that place. It can also be used to a different boss fights like Skeletron, Eater of the Worlds, Brain of Cthulhu. It is advisable, however, to use weapons such as uh, Meteor Staff as well as the Daedalus Stormbow for faster boss fights because it attacks from above. And in this early on, we have to be patient in order to beat something like Eye of Cthulhu because it moves around and we are just stuck in one place. We don't have a summoning weapon because it is very hard to get one at this early age unless you find a uh, slime statue which you can be used by activating some traps that you can be found underground. That is a very slim chance of finding one. So yeah, that is a thing. Then by utilizing the slime saddle, the dummies are the one taking the damage and not the players, so it is very useful. The thing about this contraption is that if you are lazy or you are just playing alone and very new at this game, it is very easy to do. Although the hardest part is by looking for the gems in order to craft a summoning for the slime king, and sometimes it doesn't grab the uh, slime saddle at the first try. Lucky for me, but because at first I was killed by the king slime. I don't know why it spawns on top of me, so that's very unfortunate. So I am trying again for that. So the second time I beat it. Yeah, that's the thing. And then now we will place those two, and that should be the product. This will be good enough to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. We will just wait for the night and then beat that big eyeball. So the night has come, and let's start the fight. So at this point, I was surprised that I was killed. And yes, I beat the two bosses at the same day, so that is not bad. Although I have the treasure back, the expected loot is of course the shield, some seed or one seed, and a lot of ores. I think we can make the yo-yo for that, as well as the sword, so that is good. But that's it for today because I don't have time for recording, and it's getting late for me. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Sorry, it's DJ.